Good news, it fixed it. Just if it's just OBS and Elgato not working together properly. Now it's working properly, chat. See, wasn't gone for more than 5 seconds. Yeah, just some weird glitch, I guess. It happens from time to time. But now we can officially get started. What was I doing again? I bought a weapon and I need to go talk to somebody. That helped. I did more than help. Now it is proper. Everything is correct. Steven Seagal had to interrupt. I don't think Steven Seagal knows how to use his phone.
Taking an interest, are you?
Wondering why such a comely, cultured lady would cast her lot with this rabble. But she's got a special arrangement with the rabble rouser. That's why I scratched Sid's back and he scratches mine. Do you want to see the scratches? They're numerous. Use me old trading connections to bring in whatever him and his little band need. And they pay what I ask.
And to sweeten the deal...
It's given me a home here, far from prying eyes. For those who'd wish me... You know what, for a game like this, I think they could have done voice acting for these lines and not just like the first, like, half of a sentence. I don't get that.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Breath of Wind, Rook's Gambit. Oh, that's the music, right? I do need poach, though.
You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here.
Well, but we won't max it out because we'll usually find a few on the way.
Finished, are you?
Why does she sound always so depressed or like upset? How many sins are on the count for this game so far? I don't know. I don't start counting until I review my footage. It doesn't really make any point to. There's no way I could keep track of it at that juncture. She works retail. Well, she's her own business owner, though.
Finally crawled out of the crypt, eh?
You know, asking for original movie. No, didn't we see a Moogle here when we first arrived, and never again since?
Courtesy of covering up. Don't. Ah, still have a bit of fight left in you? Then listen. I've arranged a meeting with Gav. In case you've forgotten, you're the one he's been putting his nose to work for.
For nothing.
Retail scrap. I've worked it before.
While you've been relaxing in your cell, Gav's been busy sniffing out your dominance. And according to his last report, he's picked up a scent. Gav's gone to a fair bit of trouble for you. The least you can do is hear the poor bugger out. He's going to meet us at the King's Fall. Pack your stuff. We'll leave as soon as you're ready.
My new sword is very fancy. Retail guy on TikTok is so funny. Yep, when it comes to like people mentioning TikTok, that's the one place I'm not gonna like know anyone. Like, oh yeah, I'm sure he is.
Hammer had at it by all accounts. Not by Bellinus Tor.
Gods, it's a wonder we didn't feel it here.
Any side quest?
Is that book interesting?
You'd know if you learned your letters.
Chad, do any of you own any really old books by any chance?
Something for the pain.
Ah, back on your feet, are you?
Couple, yeah. There's like an antique bookstore not too far from me.
Deciding to do yourself a mischief.
To find old books like leather bound, it feels like you open it and you can like blow the dust out. Has like one of those built-in like ribbons for like marking your page.
I thought I had escaped them, but the royal army may be at our gates ere long.
The lion didn't work, and nor did the straw.
Back to work, I suppose.
I'll have to try something else.
Got a complete edition of Shakespeare that's leather bound, but not an old book. Yeah, still a nice thing to own though. Yeah, I guess you're paying a premium though if you want to buy like an actual old book.
Did you see the girl Sid brought back with him? What are you doing out of the dungeon? I mean, So long as Sid's all right with it.
I have some Shakespeare thing. Apparently everyone here is a big Shakespeare fan. Thing called First Folio or whatever. First Folio. Not familiar with that. I have a Riverside Shakespeare. Okay, yeah, well, everyone here is a Shakespeare. Didn't know my chat was so like, you know, I really like the Shakespeare. You know what? That's alright though. I have a Riverside Shakespeare I have been keeping since my undergrad days.
Clive,
Yeah, I should probably get myself some
I heard you got
fancy
locked
old
up.
books to put on my bookshelf.
Ah, don't look so down. Happens to the best of us. Well, us who are halfway interesting anyhow.
It's nice to see the hideaway finally coming alive. Wasn't so long ago us old hands were ratting about the place like peas in a bucket.
What's this? Third's?
Here, you.
I'd be
You
cast
come
out and left for dead
Why
with
don't you
Sid
join
family.
me for a drink?
There's not a day goes by.
The hunter with his torch held high pursues his subtle prey. But bitter winds put out his light before the break of day.
I didn't tell you to stop. Hope he changes this song every time I come back. Yeah, okay. I'm assuming they're still waiting to give me the area full of side
The
quests.
girl you came with is still sleeping. Don't disturb her, please.
Oh, okay. Should we really be leaving like a dominant girl, you know, with, you know, that can turn into Shiva here unattended by anyone?
Come on. Gav will be waiting for us. Get your stuff together.
It'll be fine. Well, it's more about what she might do to this place if she wakes up. Shouldn't leave a dominant girl here. You know, when I said that, I knew someone was going to make that joke, but there's no way anyone wouldn't. All these submissive, breedable soldiers. Who's breedable? You? I don't know. Are you? This looks like one of those paintings that your grandmother keeps on her wall there. You know, like the stone-covered, old still life bridge.
Not so long ago, this here was a thriving trade route. Then the blight came. The people left. And just like that, it was deserted. Making it the perfect little shortcut. Gab's waiting for us up
What else do you think you could blame on the blight? In the, you know, the economy in here, the stock market was doing great. Then the blight came.
Still feeling sorry for yourself?
Don't. Please.
Think about it, Clive. The rumors all point to...
Climate change. That is our real world blight, I guess.
They shouldn't be here. The old fort's been
That and
abandoned for
plastic in
years.
the ocean.
Our little chat can wait.
Why couldn't we
I need
be
to see
dealing
what
with
the
like
bastards
evil,
are up to.
sentient, like
You go on
smog?
ahead and meet up with Gab.
But we both know that.
No buts about it.
You know what? It's impressive that he can stand in the rain and not get wet. It's like I guess he's very hydro. You know, what is that word that's like when you're hydro? Water just doesn't stick to you, like a duck. He's like that. Whatever he's using in that hair and skin, it's working. Hydrophobic, yeah, hydrophobic. He just repels liquid. That was the plot of 15. Well, actually, in 15, you could get wet, and you actually had to buy hair gel to keep your hair from not going limp in the rain.
We sent Gav on a wild goose chase.
But yeah, I'm positive I've seen like paintings of a similar thing as this. But, like, there's really like kind of cheap nature paintings that your old folks will sometimes have. Be like a farmhouse or like a cottage in the woods. From Bed Bath & Beyond, yeah, that kind of thing. I know my aunt had one, a couple like that. What? Oh. That didn't look like that was supposed to. What is? Oh. Come on, boy. Yeah, that looked normal.
More killing. For what? You know what to do, boy. It's over.
Dude. Welcome to FF16, the game where everyone has the power of a god. Actually, it seems like it's like the amount of people who can do magic in this is pretty small. You have to be a dominant or someone blessed by a dominant. Don't the slaves have magic too? Like I said, if they've been blessed by a dominant, yeah, they can. Hey, Doctor Baby, thank you for 28 months. Hashtag blessed by dominant, exactly. I've seen some people like holding up a magic crystal that will like do stuff with like certain elements, but I guess that's like not their magic, but something else. Straight up a minotaur. Maybe don't get hit.
Don't let them get away.
Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Why do my dodge not dodge?
Well done, Torben. Too much more of this. Let's roll at it.
Weed Rice Krispies? What is it about Weed Rice Krispies? Cereal marshmallow. Oh, okay. Custom supply. Oh, I see. Planning something, are we? What about weed s'mores? Are weed s'mores a thing?
This time.
I guess it'd just be like, edible, like, graham crackers, right? It's very loud. How do you even make a graham cracker? They make weed plants now too? Wow, what an innovation. Weed as a plant. Who would have ever thought of that? Enemy slain. What is this? Dark Souls? Everything takes a little bit of inspiration from Dark Souls now, if you've noticed. There's probably a reason why this is a more darker, serious, Final Fantasy game as well. But Final Fantasy already had its Dark Souls inspired game that was, Strangers of Paradise. It was kind of weird. That's it. I've come up with a new recipe. Snaps fingers. Hey, Noctis, come try these, Rice Krispie treats. Very simple. Just took a regular Rice Krispie recipe and added the can of butter in place of the regular butter. Can of butter. So is that what you've been making today, Rice Krispie treats? Or just like working on the recipe? The ingredients must be exact. Work on the recipe and collecting supplies. Gotcha. Any edgy emo characters walk away to Limp Bizkit yet? Unfortunately, no. Not everything can have that level of like creative genius. Weirdly, I can imagine Jack in this universe though. He kind of fits in with both his look and his attitude. Hey, why are we in like gentle like forest music and not combat music right now? It's in Darkest Dungeon for the story, obviously. I mean, what is the plot of Darkest Dungeon? And it's like, guy hires you and narrates over how shitty you are beating monsters. Plot of Darkest Dungeon is you die, yeah, it's you suffer. I know it's like Eldritch Horror, but it's just really a dungeon crawler. Okay, we go that way. Alright. Game good so far. Game is actually really good so far. I'm enjoying it. I think I did, but I'm not sure.
Not this time.
The game is actually mechanically simple, but there's actually a lot you can do with it, I'm finding. Good. I don't know if the music is glitched though. I feel like there should have been combat music during all that. It's staying stuck in like the old happy forest exploration nature trail mode. Which summon do you get the powers from? All of them, I think, eventually. Right now I have a Freet and Garuda. You're not thinking of suicide again, are you? I think he's got his therapy dog with him.
What is it, boy?
After him! Don't let him escape!
Oh, our bruv.
Gav! Who goes there? This one's a deserter. Take his head! Out of my way. You made your choice.
Oh, another one of these guys, huh? Normal enemy time now. Oh, he brought it. Oh, no, he brought his dragon with him.
There he is! Don't let him escape! Kill the deserter!
This is looking a little overwhelming now.
Clive, what's the situation?
You're late!
Big damn hero, sir.
In trouble!
What?
The Imperials are on his tail. We have to get to him before they do.
Understood. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
Nani?
I'll take the dragon. Take the dragoon.
How? Should like.
Die, you bastard! Think that hurt me more than it hurt him. Sorry, lads, don't know how much help I'm gonna be here. One down, one to go.
Okay, you are tough, sir. Getting bonked real good at this moment in time. Dude, he's one of these enemies where you gotta like stagger them to do the damage. You get like a half stagger and a full stagger. That's where you get most of your damage on them, man. Fuck. What? I can't get my timing. My chat, it's my wrist. I got a handicap. It's my wrist, chat. That's why I'm explaining it on anyways. At your college, you used to have this tradition called midnight breakfast, where the night before finals at midnight, the cafe would open up and serve breakfast food.
I'll take the dragon.
Why is breakfast food at restaurants always so much better than the regular menu? Is that one of those like things that has ever been explained by science? Guy just does not want to die, does he?
My wounds, boy.
Not this time.
A little help.
They make these enemies tougher, chat, so you can listen to the soundtrack more. Sorry, I'm in like concentration mode right now.
Since when could these bastards fly? The war goes up, must come down. Bloody time waster. Come on, let's finish him off.
Oh my god, can you fucking die? Oh. How long was I fighting that dude? Scrambled eggs were just good. There's a few secrets to making the good scrambled egg, chat. My secret is don't scramble them until after you put them in the pan. A lot of people are like, oh, let me scramble these up before I stick them in there. No, you wait. I mean, I don't know if this is a secret or not, but it feels like it gives you a better egg, in my opinion. Don't forget the chives, too. You are fighting for 3 months, and has it been that long of a battle? Also, thank you for the bits, by the way. Imperial link used in crafting. You had 2 breakfast toasters. What's up, Jelly Bloody? How you doing?
Come on.
Oh man, I need a break. I'm tired. More running, huh? You chose the easier one, fighting the dragon.
Shit!
Is someone else gonna die now that we made friends with? We just need to become a hermit at this point. Oh, hanging on. What a legend.
Give me your hand!
Oh no, wearing leather gloves was a bad choice.
Help me! Help me, Clive!
I've got you.
For once, we actually saved someone.
There. Clive doesn't have your nose, I said. He'd stumble off a cliff, I said.
Well, that's the trouble with a nose like mine. Can't help sticking it
If
where
this
it's
were
not
Final
wanted.
Fantasy 15 chat, all
If
these
it wasn't for
cigars
you
they keep
two,
smoking would be
our
like a
7
name
days would
brand.
be over. Thank you. Truly.
So, what news?
Well, found out where your friend's heading for one thing.
Gav,
Him and his mate are on their way to your old stomping ground, Rosaria. You should have seen what they did to the Imperials who tried to stop them.
Well, they all sound like you belong to the
There's no
Witcher
question
since they're
about
meant to be
it.
European, that's why.
He's a dominant fire, all right.
He can't be.
Clive, I saw you turn into an icon before my very eyes. And yes, there's a good chance it was you who killed the Phoenix. But we weren't alone, were we? There was the fella you saw enter the whirlwind. I saw him too. You didn't dream it, Clive. He's out there.
But who is he?
I wonder who.
Don't ask me. I don't bloody know. But I do know one thing. You're gonna find him and find out. After all, you swore an oath.
What?
You swore you'd avenge your brother's death. That you'd never rest until you'd hunted down the man responsible. So, find out if this man's responsible and kill yourself if he's not.
Sid.
You know what? Practical advice.
Don't thank me. Thank Gav.
Thank you, Gav.
Yeah, well.
It is advice. I mean, it made sense.
No birds returning this year.
The Deadlands have swallowed their roosts, like as not. We're running out of time.
We'll be in Rosaria in a day or two.
Back to where it all began.
What a surprise. Oh wait, no, it's Roxas from Kingdom Hearts, never mind.
He must be stopped.
To whoever everyone thought it was, it makes you wonder why they even tried to make it a big mystery. If everyone was like, yeah, I know what's going on. Did we bludgeon him to death? Apparently we didn't finish the job. Return to the hideaway, huh? Is that a big hole in the ground? Is that like the chasms and Zelda? Anyways, back here we go. There's a plot involving crystals? Yes. And the blight.
Spitting great gouts of fire he was like a bleeding volcano.
Ever seen a
Pardon?
volcano?
What? You think I'm having you on?
Clive! Your friend. She's awake.
Right.
Chasm is chasm. I'll say it the way I want to say it, I think. Because there's a fucking CH at the beginning of it.
Go to her, you fool.
Log cabin trip sounds fun and relaxing.
Right,
I
you
mean,
lot.
should be.
Enough slacking. Goots, come with me. Gav, go and get those wounds seen to.
How is the game? Game is good. I'm enjoying.
Oh, give it to me straight. How long have I got?
So?
All in good time. Let's make ourselves scarce.
You know, it does a good job with the characterization.
Jill.
Do I have any side quests? No, I do not. I never have side quests. Oh, the Moogle.
Isn't the Moogle funny? I wonder what it's trying to say.
They even have a Moogle. I've never seen one in the flesh.
I kind of want to take that thing off its head and fuse it to a weapon now. This is what Zelda does to a man.
Sure, it said in my father's bestiary that they live deep in the forest.
and that they never reveal themselves to humans.
He knows his stuff, but what he doesn't know is that Nectar the Bold.
Nectar, you say? Clive.
You understand Moogle tongue, Kupo?
So it would seem.
Finally, Kupo. Been trying to talk to these people ever since the winds carried me here, but none of them understand a word I say. But I need more time to read that.
Painful.
But now you're here. The pom-pom's safe at last. You can hear me. You can actually hear me, Kupo. Yeah, I mean, if they can kill chocobos in this game, that means they can kill Moogle. A little secret, Kupo. You saw porn with my eyes closed. You just, seeing what you want to see.
Sid's taking me off for a couple of days to get some supplies, so...
Provender for 2, then. I'll have it with you in a jiffy.
Not too confident around the ladies, eh? If there's one thing I've learned about the fairer sex, it's that you don't want to keep them waiting.
Look at this Chad here. Already giving me advice on women.
Make it quick. So, will it be? And?
I'm sure I'll be calling on your help again, if you've a mind to lend it. A carpenter's work is never done around here.
Do you get that kind of physique from just being a carpenter? Cause damn.
I'm sure I'll be calling on your help again, if you've a mind to lend it. A carpenter's work is never done around here.
It's Sid's fault. He tied it too tight.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Stop moaning.
You can help. You're a woman. I like to give advice. Sorry, give advice.
I'd been cast out and left for dead when Sid found me. There's not a day goes by. I don't
I mean,
count
Jesus
the
was a
blessings.
carpenter, yeah, but we always depict him as like being like ripped for some reason. All of our everything. He's like, Jesus always has like a 6-pack. I doubt he did.
The hunter with his torch held high pursues his
I never hear much about actually the stories of Jesus doing any carpentry. It was like, yeah, you only hear about him doing like all the miracles and stuff. When did he just sit back and like build a house for someone?
Are your little friends woken up?
Today is drink day in Quebec. Are you drunk yet? I don't. I probably have no more than like 1 or 2 drinks a year at best. I've never been drunk in my life.
Good day. Or is it night? It can be hard to tell. When I was very young...
Okay, I'm just gonna like get this. I don't want to read all this guy's stuff.
You were always welcome at my table.
So it's kind of weird that a country would have like National Drunk Day.
I just don't have enough teams to follow every lead.
National Get Fucking Wasted Day.
We're looking at half a dozen.
Let's get this fixed before someone does themselves a mischief.
You drink quite a bit. I get weepy when I'm hungover, though. Everyone's a different type of drunk, you know.
It's true then. It really is you.
It is.
Clive! You're alive.
You got the Tiva hair in every way, but no, she doesn't.
I still can't believe it. Are your wounds healed?
Yes. Talia told me what happened. You saved my life.
After nearly taking it, I had no idea. Forgive me, but how did you ever come to be there, Jill?
fighting for them.
The Iron Blood. They invaded not long after the news arrived about Phoenix Gate. Rosaria had lost her leaders. The Duchy was in chaos. The Iron Kingdom saw our weakness and pounced upon it. They killed the men.
Platonic seems platonic right now, yeah.
Captured the women.
And took you back to Ironhome.
I thought they meant to have their fun with me before the end. But the end never came. My powers awoke, and everything changed. It all happened so fast.
We were told that the Iron Blood had captured a dominant and planned to bring her on their latest crusade.
They gave me a choice. To fight for them on the battlefield, or see my countrywomen slaughtered.
And they call us dominants.
What? What happened, Clive? What happened at Phoenix Gate?
It was me. I killed Joshua.
No, that's not true. I know you. You wouldn't do that.
Do I think there'll be a romantic option?
It's the truth.
It's probably risky if it happens, because in this game they'll probably kill them.
again.
Just for
Not
like the
long ago.
drama.
The second icon of fire. The one responsible.
Clive.
When I think back to that night.
Yeah, we did see him back then when our brother was a child, though, didn't we?
He spoke to me. What did he say?
Know what the Japanese reaction to this game is? I don't know. What are the reviews for it?
We have found you. What did he mean?
Clive, we should go back there, to Phoenix Gate. I need to know what really happened, and so do you. You need to know for certain. And if what you told me is true, and you did what you said you did, then we will face it together.
Jill, All right.
You'll
I
be
can
needing
brood a
change of
lot there.
clothes, then. Out you go, your lordship. We wouldn't want you getting overexcited.
Sorry.
I'll see you soon then, Clive.
I should make ready too.
She kind of looks like a Korean pop star mixed with like a half European. Is that what her character looks like?
I thought I told you to make yourself scarce. Your friend needs to get dressed.
Oh, you got her new clothes? Gotcha. Can I have sex in the patient bed? I mean, most hospitals will tell you that as well.
Let's get this fixed before someone does.
We're looking at half a dozen.
What do you want?
To say farewell.
That's why you gotta be sneaky.
We're leaving.
What do you want? I don't know, maybe I want to buy something, bitch.
Better that than buried out there.
Do you
in the
actually want to
black.
sell any of this?
You've got a lot to thank that girl for, you know.
I know. And I will.
Now, what do you really want? We both know you don't come here for conversation.
Okay, the Gaia blade.
You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here.
Not sure. Yeah, I think I'll hold off buying that right now. So I could sell my bronze. I get 275 for it though. Jesus.
I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else?
This is just all around better, but I'm gonna upgrade it and make it better.
Off you go then.
Every industry probably had sex on the job incidents. Yeah, definitely.
I should probably say.
So I'm assuming there's probably a few out there that it's very, very rare. I don't think too many like garbage collectors are like, yo, getting laid while on a route. Mainly because there's not a lot of women who work at that job. Or, you know what? Also, maybe probably not really sewage workers either. Hard to be romantic when you're like down in those kind of areas.
Well, what's that for you, dear?
Well, we can make a Gaia blade. Sure.
Should last you a good while.
And we can improve it a little bit.
Yeah, that should do you. That it? Fine.
You know, teachers who are hooking up big time, I'm assuming with other teachers.
Isn't the Moogle funny?
You need to deliver food again.
Ah, Clive. I trust you're settling in?
Gradually getting used to the place.
I'm glad to hear it. I was hoping you might be persuaded to come to my aid once more. Your services will be rewarded, of course.
I don't doubt it. Seems to be the way around here.
We strive to be better than those we once served. Now, as to the task itself, I am once again in need of a pair of hands to deliver sustenance to our esteemed companions. I have 3 meals for 3 industrious souls. What say you?
It's the same mission again, but alright.
I'd be happy to help.
Marvelous. The 3 individuals you'll be seeking out are busying themselves about the hideaway. You'll find one by the entrance, another in the bunks, and the other guarding the cells. Thank you once again.
Okay, so far I'm a little unimpressed with the side quests in this game. Gotta be honest with you.
Kenneth is a miracle worker.
And his dishes taste even better on.
Start slowly seeing a minor issue with the game. I don't know if bad side quests aren't exactly a minor issue, I feel.
Oi. Back so soon?
Especially in an
Fancied
RPG.
another kip in the cells, did you?
Kenneth sent me. He thought...
Here, just eat your fucking hearty meal. The FF7 remake actually had some pretty good side quests in
my
it.
guts been growling, I'd have curls running scared.
Especially in how some like in the wall market when actually how your side quest would work would change.
But sometimes folk need locking up, and someone has to watch over them. I help people sleep at night, and that's not a boast many can make. You keep yourself on the right side of these bars now, you hear me?
How am I liking the game so far? You know, you can ask me directly instead of asking chat. I'm enjoying the game. I like it.
We're looking at half a dozen, maybe more.
How you liking that? There you go. Just ask me directly. Be brave. This is your moment. How's my wrist? It's like swollen and red, but you know, but it's better than yesterday in terms of like it's not really causing me any discomfort. Just don't want to like try to use it very much right now.
Wonderful. Do you hear that? Our food has arrived. Does your appetite still elude you?
Still wish you'd ice it. I'm good.
I'm afraid so. Those no longer
Agenda one. I can like high five with my left hand. How about that?
Here for further rest. I tend to those who cannot tend to themselves, which leaves me very
Looks
little
fairly
time for
solid, if a
anything
bit grimmer.
else.
I'd say it's a lot grimmer.
Happily, Kenneth sees that I stay fed. I would be lost without the kindness of good people like him and yourself.
It's weird, but I consider FF9 to be the previous grimmest Final Fantasy, just based on like the theme of the game, despite you know everything being chibi and kind of adorable. Because like there's a lot of death in that game, because the entire theme is like death and like coping with it. But this one's just like, what if we just like brutally kill a lot of people? People like that, right?
You, newcomer. I need help.
FF6 with the darkest. Technically, I think FF5 had the most cast members died in it at the back in the day.
Soil, and I've seen nothing of her since. I cannot
Or was it FF4? I know it was one of those older ones.
Might have happened. Please, I beg of you, will you go and check? I have to know.
All right, I'll go.
Marvelous. Thank you. You'll be rewarded for your time, of course.
FF4 is a bit silly with its deaths.
Gotan's bales.
FF10 Kilika deaths and Yuna's. There's definitely like some you know scenes in FF10 that got me. Like I said, I actually consider FF10's ending to be really freaking good because it even got me emotional.
It may already be
and you know it's got some sad scenes in it as well. But it's hard for me to think of it as like being grim. I don't know. It has its moments. I'll give it that though.
Ooh, something smells good. For me, I hope.
It is. Courtesy of Kenneth.
Final Fantasy 2 is pretty dark and characters actually stay dead.
Oh,
Doesn't like half your party die and they have to like
needy
fight the same
creatures.
villain in
They
hell
don't like me
or
running
something like
after the
that?
fat chocobo
And
behind
like a
their
remake
backs.
of the game.
They must keep you busy.
Like the Emperor, you fight like the
there's never a
Emperor in
moment's
heaven and the
rest.
Emperor in hell at the same time.
Probably for the best I eat down here, reeking of the staples as I do. I'd only put people off their food. And who has time to wash and dress for dinner when they've got little darlings like these to wait upon, eh? Anyway, thanks for the food, and be sure to give Kenneth my regards.
I think that's everyone. I better let Kenneth know.
Enough.
We just don't have enough teams to follow every day.
Ah, you're back. All done? Wonderful. Here, your reward, as promised.
The hideaway's quite something. Everyone has their place.
A fact we are proud of, believe me. I'm glad you've witnessed it for yourself. You have your place too.
Is this
of
guy
course,
teaching me a
as you
lesson
have
about
just so
society by having me
capably
deliver
proven, and
food?
you will always have a place with us, should you desire it.
I didn't know that's what we would do with
kind of you to say
DoorDash. It's
so.
an educational
It
experience.
is the truth, and not a soul among us would deny it. I look forward to all that you will bring.
Chad,
to
if
our
you
little
deliver food for people, you're not just doing a gig. You're learning about society. And how it works and finding your place in it. He gave me a fucking bug. Here's a locust casing. Have fun with that.
Kenneth is a miracle worker.
The other side quest we got: search for Bohemiel's assistant at Galtald's Bale. I don't even know where that is.
So your mind's made up, is it?
It's Japanese Uber Eats. It's different. Oh, they have social lessons in it.
Down memory lane, eh? Rosaria ain't what she used to be, Clive. Not since the Imperials moved in. First sign of trouble, you make straight for Martha's Rest and ask for the landlady. She's a friend of the cause. Tell her you're with Sid, and she'll help you out.
Understood. Thank you, Gav.
Yeah.
I'd be lost without you.
Yeah.
He doesn't like
just
physical
doing my
contact.
job. No need to make such a fuss.
Gav's got glowing skin. Everyone in this game is beautiful.
Take care. All right.
They're all using like the best skincare products.
Craphead goodbyes. Where's
All of
Sid
them
when
getting
you
hit in
need
that
him?
gym.
Give him my regards when he gets back.
Europe has never looked so good. They even have fashion designers in this like refugee camp apparently.
Ready, my lady?
Ready.
Everyone have like 3 teeth, and they probably have like giant herpes sores as well. If we're being brutally honest. Okay, I guess we'll go do the side quest real quick. Search for, okay, he's right over there. Oh, did, okay, yeah. Both of you can, okay, good. Which FF10 Aeon had the best hymn? You mean like, I don't remember the individual versions of the hymn, to be honest with you. I just remember the overall, no, like, actually, do I even remember the hymn of the faith?
Someone's in trouble.
Yeah, I'd have to like hear it again. Apparently my mind has forgotten the hymn of the faith. Oh, no. You know that. Sugar isn't the only thing that rots people. Yeah, a lot of people would have their teeth worn away by like just eating bread back then because they'd get like tiny bits of rock in their, because they had to like mill it using a big stone, which would always, you know, cause erosion on the stone where like tiny bits of like grit and rock would be in your bread. So his teeth would still get worn down.
Are you hurt?
And they also drank a lot of beer because beer was safer than water, and beer has got a lot of carbs
I've
in it.
seen you around the hideaway. You're new, aren't you?
I'm Clive.
And I'm Martel. But what are you doing here?
Looking for you. This is no place for a bearer on her own.
But beer is good, is it? I've never liked the taste of beer.
And what if I gathered it for you? You could head back to the hideaway. Just exactly what sort of dirt is it that you need?
What I need is
I mean, I know I'm not much of a drinker, but the few times I've tried drinking beer, I'm like, this is revolting.
It's the good stuff you're looking for.
This is foul.
Dark, rich, fragrant. You'll know it when you find it.
I feel like it's just because it's cheap alcohol that, you know, we'll drink that.
Fragrant. Right.
Some people will swear by like the lagers and like the really good European brands. I don't know. I feel like the all still is going to taste like beer to me.
That seems unlikely, but I won't argue with you. Thanks.
Soil then. There's certainly enough of it here.
Collect soil from the vineyard.
Is it dark, rich, and fragrant?
Helping this lady apparently make alcohol herself. My side quest, chat, is to collect dirt. I just want to point that out. Your friend brought beer from Burning Man, or just like beer he brought with him from Burning Man? Yeah, you'd have time to like make beer at Burning Man. You know, what do you actually, you know, as much as I'm fascinated about Burning Man, I don't know what you actually do at one. Besides, like, vibe. Is it just like, you know, you vibe for like a week?
That should be enough. I better get it back to the hideaway.
I guess you could go there and experience the art projects people have made. Run around a bunch and rad installations and yeah, it's basically like open door art gallery, right? That's what I've always seen when I looked at it. Like, oh, this looks like it's like a very hot outdoor art gallery with a lot more psychedelics. Everyone does cool lighting design. I know they burned the big Burning Man statue at the end, hence the name.
There you are. And all safe.
People
and
get
sound.
married at Burning Man? Like legally, or just like, you know, like, hey, let's have a ceremony.
Yes, she's standing right there.
Not the girl. The soil. Did you bring it?
Bring the dirt.
Yes. Here.
People get married at the Vatican? I bet that's expensive.
Glorious.
How much does it cost to
When
get the
Martel
Pope to
came home
officiate your wedding?
I almost had a fit. But with this, my research can continue. First and foremost come the measurements. I must know how much ether each sample contains. From there...
Wait, so you were never...
Worried about me? Sorry to disappoint you, but the only thing he worries about is his research.
But that's...
That's all right. It's just how he is. And if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be growing anything in these ruins. It's a small price to pay. Although, you shouldn't have to pay it too. Did he even offer you anything for helping? Ugh. Here. I know it's not much, but it's something, at least.
What?
I
I
wish
was
I
wondering why
could
she was
offer you
turning
some
away.
food too, but you're not likely to thank me if I do. Still, we'll grow something worth eating one of these days, and when we do, you'll have first pick.
All right.
Now, my research can continue apace. And
What the
when my
Moogle doing?
fertilizer is complete,
Oh, not a yummy nut in sight, Kupo. Chat's gonna have fun with that word.
will not bow to the blight.
No yummy nuts, chat. Sad.
What do you do with a poor place of train?
Thought you were on your way to Phoenix Gate.
I'd
Tell
like
me
help
you
him,
got
you know,
cold feet.
find dirt.
Jill's only just risen from her sickbed, remember? She needs looking after.
Get that Moogle some pistachio, chat. That's what it's talking about. Get your mind out of the gutter. They had milk. When you're looking for cheesecloth, they had milk nut bags. I'm guessing this is something organic.
this area. It's been 13 years.
But this breeze, the smell of the grass, it's just as I remember it.
You haven't been back either.
I've been a slave for 13 years.
Branded, keep a close watch on each other in the Imperial Army. You get beheaded just for knowing a deserter. The only way out was on a mission.
I see.
But mostly I was afraid. Afraid to go back.
I know.
But I'm here now.
Why does no one look at each other when they talk? Look, you gotta look up in the distance. It's dramatic. Lets them know you're thinking about stuff.
We should press on.
Chat, when I want to get romantic, I stare into the sun. It's like I'm blinded by your beauty, my love. Also, ow.
Gav said the landlady's a friend.
But can we say the same for her patrons?
Imperials don't tend to take well to those with my mark. If anyone asks, I'm a branded soldier, sworn to protect my noble mistress.
Mistress. Like, you'll start, whistling my asses like mistress. Well, these guys are going to turn out to be a Yiga clan member. Sorry, I'm still Zelda brain, chat.
Maybe I should up your rations, build you up a bit.
How am I liking the game so far? Pretty good. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm glad they didn't make it open world. Instead, it plays more like just here's like some big areas. Like this one, apparently. You know, a girl is Indy is the one which you have to kill random giant animals. Have you had that happen in your life yet? I mean, technically, it's your girl when you can, like, almost kill her yourself and then she's still, like, isn't you? Has happened in this game. And all the AI party members, can the AI party members die? No. They don't even, like, go down, so they don't even do that thing where they'll, like, get knocked out and get to, like, go press X next to them to bring them back into the fight. What the fuck?
Let's make this quick.
There, boy!
Good. Is that a giant lobster? It's hard to tell. I think so, maybe. Are there elemental resistances in this game? The fight plants with fire? I believe there are, to be honest, but we only have access to fire and like wind at this point in time. Not lobsters, crayfish. You know what? Maybe this... Yeah, you had a point. Same family, though. Here you go, boy. Good job. Renoa would approve of this relationship. He's like, here, let me give you my spare copies of, like, Pet Fanatic, you know, magazine, so you two can learn some abilities.
Keep your distance, boy. It's over. Give them all you've got, boy.
Oh. 2023 gaming, beating the shit out of giant shrimp. We've been beating the shit out of giant animals in video games since literally the beginning of video games. Ain't nothing new. That's just standard, you know. You gotta do it. You gotta beat the shit out of animals. Gotta remind them like, hey, we're the human. That sounds terrible. You gotta beat the shit out of animals. Teach them who's boss. Have a good rest of the night. Hey, Rakatosh, or Ekatoroshi? I don't know why I had to take a many stabs at your name. You have a good night, man. Thanks for being here. Also, thank you, Dr. Baby, for the bits. Appreciate it. Kill the gazelle. Oh, wait, the straight up antelope, not fantasy antelope?
Finished.
Feel kind of bad about that. Feels like an area where a big dragon would land in Elden Ring. Here we just get crap. You're a monster. Exactly.
That's enough.
Hate shellfish. Maybe people have allergies and we're saving their life. Well, there's definitely a boss fight happening here later, though. Oh, for sure. No way you make this big area and put nothing in it, but just like some crabs. Hey, Doctor. Full year,
After
man.
what happened at Phoenix
Fucking
Gate,
raw,
didn't
you
seem
say.
highest priority.
But thank you for the sub. Much appreciated, my man. Hopefully, I've been a good streamer for you. Have I been a good streamer, chat? I'm just like fishing for compliments now, aren't I? Have I been a good streamer, chat? Oh, that's pathetic. Don't we have a... Okay, that looks interesting, to say the least. Goblin mugger. Oh, wait, Brock.
Don't let them get away.
Ow. Stop.
Give them all you've got. Not this time. Too slow.
Yeah, I don't like that move at all.
A little help. Don't let them get away.
Wood. This land is safe once again from goblin muggers. Goblins, you like the goblins? Oh, you know, you bonk the goblins, exactly. Watch Goblin Slayer? I have not seen it. I heard, I remember when it first came out, it triggering some people though, to say the least. Its first episode is apparently a little bit of a filter about what to expect from it, or like, you know, or about more or less, you know, smashing your expectations of it.
Oi! Stop and give me an hand. Here!
Read the books. I mean, if I were, I would read the manga, definitely.
just when I thought my luck had changed. Still, better a crumb of crystal than an empty hand, I suppose. Though it pains me to use another man's branded. Here, you understand me, don't you? I need your help. These blasted birds must
Why
have
would I
gone
ever
with
do
my
this man's
cargo.
side
Now
mission
they've
when he
got
treats me like this?
surrounded. And it was very late as it was. I've got something special needs delivering before the rest, but I dare not leave my cart untended. You couldn't run it up to Martha's Rest for me, could you? Needs to get there quick, mind.
Fine.
That's the spirit. All right. Here. You hand that to the stable master and no one else. I'm owed a little something for it. If
You're
he
a
gives it
slave?
to you,
Former slave.
pass
I just
it
got a
along to
sweet
your master
tattoo
by
these
way of
days.
thanks. Be off with you then, and don't go taking any detours on the way. You and that package I gave you. to
Yeah,
the
you know what?
stable
Your
master
chocobos
at
aren't very
Martha's
yellow.
Rest,
How you
and
feel
be
about that?
sure to thank your owner for me.
Clearly, you got low-class chocobos, my sir. I've bred way better than this at the farm in Final Fantasy VII. How do I get over that? To that? Okay, that... I'm assuming that's technically over there? Okay. By better, I think you mean inbred. I mean, I am royalty. There's a good chance this, Clive is a bit inbred. But you know what? You don't speak about that unless it, like, shows up physically.
Wake!
Is that a sin, though? What, inbreeding? I mean, sin for reality. But I don't know, our mom is a crazy bitch who tried to have us killed and then enslaved, so I think that's a bigger issue than, possible inbreeding. I mean, she did come from a different kingdom, so maybe not in this case. We're bred well, as they would say back then. Good breeding, that. Yeah, I don't think the gazelle or antelopes are actually hostile to you. Maybe I shouldn't actually attack them. Seems a bit mean-spirited. I think your mother is foreign, so you're, you're that super, you're the legendary super inbred. Is that how that works? This is what it means to go even further beyond. No, I can't do that. The countryside chat is beautiful. Oh, there's a little cottage over there. Okay, it's on that section. I'm not joking, the chocobos in 7 were annoying not to inbreed them, to get that special gold chocobo. I'm aware. I didn't really bother much with the chocobo breeding thing. My older brother got into that. So I ended up watching him get the Knights of the Round. Do you walk everywhere in the game? So far we have not been able to ride a chocobo, so yes. There doesn't seem to be any airships in this game either.
Give them all you've got, boys.
Strange question, what is it like to have siblings, being a middle child? You don't have to answer if it's prying. That's not prying at all. For me, I don't know, that's gonna be different for everyone because it depends on what your brothers are like. And also how your parents raise kids as well. So honestly, I can't really remember anything defining about it other than me having to argue with both of them. Like, my older brother didn't really talk much to my little brother because I guess too big of an age difference, so we didn't really feel much in common. So mainly it was me always having to argue with both of my brothers instead of just one of them. Is how I would describe it. But, you know, it isn't always going to be that way. Sometimes you get, like, brothers who get along and have things in common. Not me and my brothers. We are all very different people. Hello, everyone. Hey, JP, how you doing? Wish you had a brother. Yeah, I kind of did for a while wish I had a sister, but then later on it's like, you know what? I'm glad that didn't happen. Given the chaotic nature of my family. There's no way she wouldn't have turned out just a massive slut. Horrible thing to say, I know, but it's likely to be true. And not the empowering kind. It's like, yo, the very toxic kind. Wait, what? I mean, yeah, I'm just talking about, you know, broken family, you know, it can be hard on daughters if you have them. So I was saying I'm glad I only had brothers, because, oof, it'd been hard. Not always, though. I don't want to, like, make that as, like, a declarative statement. Hell is y'all talking about? We're just having a weird spike again. Spike. Or kill. And you play that trumpet, you old soundtrack guy.
It's over. It's over.
You only have older siblings, so you're the youngest, huh? Every film is different though. Doing real good, my man. Been a cool minute. How have you been? Things have been pretty good for me recently, actually. I'm in a very good mood. Despite my wrist heel being a bit sprained. Other than that, it's been all just like wonderful recently. I got nothing really to complain about. You guys bad guys? Yeah, you're bad guys.
Stay down.
How have I been finding the game? I've been enjoying it. So far, the world is like... I like the different tone they've gone with it. It's clearly been taking a lot of inspirations from more West... like Game of Thrones, The Witcher. From name 2. And, but also mixing in just enough Final Fantasy and making, some things like, oh, okay. But it's a much more realistic world in terms like they've normally done, and realistic characters and plot. And I'm kind of digging it. Were you quiet and shy as a kid? Yes. Like, I was very shy. I couldn't even, like, talk to my grandpa for a number of years because I just didn't want to, like, be around anyone. Like, my own grandpa, I'd, like, go and hide behind a door when I had, like, my grandpa would come over. Because he was, like, this big, gigantic, tall dude, and I was just like, oh, that's scary. And in school, I was also pretty quiet for a while. It wasn't, honestly, it wasn't really until, like, I'd say 10th grade that I, developed into, like, the guy that's more familiar with you that you know now. There's several distinct phases of my, childhood.
It's over. You lose.
I was Squall Lionheart. Well, that guy was just antisocial. That's different than being shy. But yeah, I was, as a young child, shy, but you know what? Big imagination. Like, I spent a lot of time in that imagination, actually. Later on, nerdy kid. Then, depressed kid. Stinky kid. Then finally, funny kid. Never rocked the atom bottle jeans or the boots of the fur. No, well, that would have cost money. I got my clothes from Goodwill, sir. Only decent clothes I ever got is when we got like state clothing vouchers. And that was enough to maybe get like 2 to 3 decent outfits. That had to last me all school year. Honestly, I can think of only one time in my entire, that 12-year span of actual like school, state paid board school, where I actually had like a really nice pair of shoes I got complimented for. The only time I ever had a piece of clothing, I was like, damn, these look good on me. And I remember getting like some compliments where everything else was always just like, pretty, either like regular stuff that you would get cheap, or something was a little old. Alright, I kind of want to like go over this way. There's still some stuff. What am I missing? Whoop, oh, wrong button. Gotta go over here. I don't wanna leave any. I gotta get these levels, chat. Gotta get these levels. Can't kill bird, by the way. The fact that the bird is impervious to my very existence. That's the worst way you do it. It doesn't even like fly away from me. F. I give this bird an F. At the very least, I expect it to fly away from me if I can't kill it. Bird is God. No, that's Kojima, but bird is close.
It's over. Don't let them get away.
It was a little overkill to use like the magic of the gods to kill some gazelle. Man, it wasn't even attacking you, my man. Can you swim in the water? Nope. No swimming. I mean, you are a boy, a man of the land. Gotta keep those feet dry. Bullying the herbivores? Alright, kill these creatures for you instead.
That's enough.
Red Lobster for the seafood lover. And I've actually never, is Red Lobster considered a good restaurant? I've never been to one, even though there is one in like, near me. Since I've never been a big seafood guy, I've never really felt like, yeah, let's go with Red Lobster. It'd be cool to see this battle system mix and match with other jobs in the FF series. I want to play. You see that? Honestly, I'm glad they only stick to like. Honestly, sometimes adding too much complexity for complexity's sake just muddles everything up. I've come to feel that I like being able to do a lot with less is a better way of doing combat systems in games. Sometimes adding complexity in doesn't actually improve it. So I don't really feel like, switching between jobs and to level every single one of them up is worth it, to be honest. So, yeah, I'm fine just being like a knight guy. I want to play as a dragon or wizard. I like the biscuits as a kid, the Cheddar Bay. I mean, you can buy the Cheddar Bay biscuits, kits at stores now, though. So we all know why we go to the Olive Garden, and it's the breadsticks. Honestly, if I want to go somewhere to get bread, it's probably going to be... There's like a steakhouse. What is the name of it? They give you like the cinnamon butter and like the old bread, like copious amounts of bread before your meal arrives. Is it Outback or something else? Texas Roadhouse. It's Texas Roadhouse. They give you like the cinnamon butter and like those really fucking good bread. And I'm sorry, but I will go there literally for that. Like just keep the bread coming, all right? Where's this magical? Do they not have Texas Roadhouse in Cali? Pretty sure that's a pretty, big chain. Never been to one? Yeah, they give you, like, before your food arrives, they give you, like, cinnamon butter and, like, really fucking good bread. I have to swear to describe it. It's fucking bread. It's not just bread. That bread fucks. The Outback Steakhouse is pretty good too. The bloomin', I think the bloomin' onion is overrated, but I always get it if I'm there. Like bloomin' onion, other places, I mean, yeah. It's mainly like it's one of those like fundy kind of foods, but it's alright when it's done well. What's up, Ghost? How you doing tonight, man?
Second toggle.
Not this time.
I think I've killed all the wildlife in this land now. It is all dead. I think Dragon's Dogma and Monster Hunter handle multiple classes, jobs of their own complexity. I've never played a Dragon's Dogma game, but I do know its combat is unique and people praise it a lot. Actually, okay, Crooked Nash's Pier. You're unique and people praise you a lot. I'm like Texas Roadhouse's bread, fucking delicious. Can we make that a new, like, hey, baby, you're so good, you remind me of Texas Roadhouse's, bread. Maybe it's too many words. Too many words. True romance chat requires you to use few words and sound like an idiot. Korean Tekken player just won a big NA tourney on his birthday. I bet that feels good. Hold up, chat. Checking something. In the text. There we go. By the way, you can manually make the cinnamon butter at home. I'm sure it'll taste great with your homemade bread. Well, my homemade bread is not the same as what they serve at Outback Steakhouse. I've actually seen people try to replicate that bread before, as well as the butter. I think when they tried to make in the butter, they use like confectionery sugar rather than regular powdered sugar or something.
Get him, boy.
It's over.
Yeah, but the bread I made is just like regular like loaf bread. It smells really good, but it just tastes like bread when it comes. Well, it tastes like, you know, better bread than like store-bought, but not the same thing. So Texas Roadhouse bread for you is Bay. Yeah, it's pretty good. I remember like, you know, I just like I had to eventually stop or I wasn't gonna have like room for the meal we were gonna have. Like I gotta stop eating this stuff. I'm not gonna be able to like have anything else. Oats are good. I like oatmeal. I make my own oatmeal. Well, I don't make my, I just like buy steel cut oatmeal and make it. Make a big batch of it, eat it for like a couple days. That way I can put as much cinnamon in as I like. I bought it a while ago. I haven't made it in a while because I've been too busy. Pre-made is so useful. Yeah, I mean, it's one, all you gotta do is like put it in a microwave and put a little bit of extra almond milk in it until like, it's good to go. Very quick and also very good. I gave up regular cereal a while ago for like oats. One second. Mixed protein powder. I thought of doing that before, and I don't know why I haven't yet, actually. Because it should work. It would probably work just fine. You probably even taste it, unless you're using like, flavored powder. I've also been thinking of mixing like hemp seeds into like my oats, because I've mentioned before, if you're interested in like improving your diet, all you really need to do is add hemp seeds to everything you eat. It's that simple. Hemp seeds are just that good. It's like a cheat code for like, better diet. You try Aliens Dark Descent? Is that the isometric one? I don't know, probably not.
That's one of our branded. Do we take him in?
He's not one of ours. Look, he's with his master.
Hemp seeds? Yeah. What, you have something against hemp seeds? One, they don't really change the flavor of whatever you're eating, so you can put them in anything. They have a good texture too, but they're like just super food. They have just about everything you need.
Are you the stable master? I was asked to deliver this to you.
You make pretty good pizzas. Have you ever tried making fresh pasta noodles? I actually have a noodle maker, and I bought it like months ago. But the one time I tried making noodles, I followed the recipe, and I just couldn't get the fucking noodle dough to form. I guess I needed to add more eggs to it or something. So I haven't tried using it since then, but I have like a machine that goes into my KitchenAid and can make my own noodles. I just haven't really made use of it yet. Just needed to be sure, because all I know is hemp. Well, yeah, well, hemp, as in, the stuff you make ropes from, right?
Where's that fool of a peddler got?
Chia seeds are also a good one to put in everything. Chia seeds and hemp will get you like a lot of what you need.
Chocobos. Huh. Sounds about right. You'll have it full of Gizal greens, no doubt. Crammed with him, if I know him.
Gizal greens.
Chocobos go mad for them, don't they? And if you forget to seal the cart up tight, the smell gets out, and birds come running from miles around. Don't get me wrong. They're a fine investment for a savvy merchant, especially around these parts. But you can't get greedy, as our mutual friend is learning the hard way. Still, I got my wares, and that's all that matters. Be sure to pass your master my regards.
Any extra chia seeds, you can have your own pet. I never thought of that before, but the chia pets are grown from chia seeds, aren't they? Why have I never realized that? Yeah, you could just smear your chia seeds onto something and grow like an afro on it.
Good girl. You get some rest now.
You barely have to step out your front door these days before you're set upon by beasts or bandits. So much for the Holy Empire bringing us a new age of enlightened order. Place has gone to the dogs.
Yeah, I did do everything down. Yeah, I kind of cleared that shit up. It took longer than I thought it was going to take, too. It's like the biggest area we've come to in the game.
I wonder if Martha is as friendly as Gav claims.
Let's go and find out, shall we?
Which staff was for the Golden Stables again?
No. John, speaking of food again, I need some new recipes. I want to like cook. I've like gotten pretty good at cooking the stuff I currently cook. Need to start adding to it.
Any goods to Eastpool, leave them in the pile.
I've been thinking of maybe like trying my hand at stuffed bell peppers soon.
And when's that gonna be?
You can't cook? Well, you could. You just gotta learn. Need to make a hearty chicken soup. You know, I actually have not made any soup before, mainly because it seems like, oh, I gotta buy, you know, beef stock or like chicken stock and everything else. Like, mix it all together. I guess I'm not equipped for making soup yet. My god, your cabbages. The mess. Well, they grow them good here. Made tomato soup. That shit goes great with grilled cheese. Well, yeah, it's pretty much the classic combo, right? Out to lunch. Hey, good name for right now. How you doing, man? Also, thank you for the 36-month sub. How you doing? Always wanted to make curry potato soup. Yeah, curry is something I should try making. There's some fresh cabbages. What are these, like Napa cabbages? They're very tall.
So much for all parts of the Empire being equal, if that's all the crystal they give us.
Oh, and it's not like any of us lowborn can afford a bearer anymore.
Magical water. Fresh potato soup is really... You know, I don't usually think of potatoes and soup. I usually think of potatoes and like doing other things. Not okay. We can't even go this way yet.
The bridge will be fixed when it's fixed, all right?
That looks like it's a long way from being fixed if it's got to reach the other side.
Does this man even know what he's doing?
The bridge is down. If you're heading for Eastpool, you'll have to wait.
Chat, how many, speaking more about this food topic, how many of you blanch your vegetables? Or is it blanch? Blanch your vegetables?
Like
But, you know, supposedly that's pretty good. If you can, like, freeze them to, like, preserve them, you blanch them first. To make veggie shakes for meals. Well, I actually make a veggie smoothie. I'm also gonna make chickpea crackers, so...
If it weren't for that mark, I'd be on you like a rash.
Sorry? Oh, I see. In The Witcher, you can actually, like, buy this service. Also, if you're... just as a heads up, if you're a working girl, it's probably best not to mention rashes. Not a good, not a good thing to remind someone of. Lady of the night, but it's broad daylight. I just like, let me just stand here next and short. Sway the hips, move the hands up the line. He's gonna heal you like in Zelda 2. Yeah. He pulled that sword from its scabbard in days. Come on, come inside. Oh. She's trying so hard, chat. And then, oh well, this guy's already fallen prey. He's like, yep, the lines worked on me. Cute pink outfits? Well, these are, brothel workers, so. Really gunning for it? Yeah. And like I said, in the broad daylight of all times. Hey, gotta make ends... Where's my voice going? Gotta make ends meet. Okay, that's where we gotta go, so hold on again. I kind of wish I could actually explore the inside of these villages a bit more and like go into the buildings like you could in, say, The Witcher.
Anything catch your eye?
Yeah. Maybe not. We'll do the post though.
There you go. Much obliged. Thanks very much. That all, is it?
Can't lock, pick every door. Well, I mean, just be able to walk in would be nice and see like the interiors.
Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there, son. Keep them nice and fresh.
Please, the fish boy. Radishes, carrots, cabbage, beans, potatoes.
Been doing healthy trade with the folk from the monastery of late.
Funny how Griga's servants always seem to have full purses.
Fresh cuts. Get your fresh cuts here.
I'd like to see... It'd be funny if some of these guys just started like, hey, I got your fresh organic produce here, and like in this time period, like you'd have anything else. Organically grown. Grass-fed. But yet, all of it is. We haven't figured out pasteurization yet. Where, hormones and bionics. I guess in this time they'd mark it as like, it hasn't even been salted once or smoked. Unsmoked meat. Where am I going? Oh, there's more animals to kill, I think.
Wish I had a bow.
See a very, very, wild looking chocobo over there. So we'll come back here. We'll come here later. I want to like go do what I gotta do up here. Does European fantasy world have tomatoes and potatoes like they all do? I'll check. I don't remember seeing any potatoes or tomatoes though.
Fresh cuts. Get your fresh cuts here.
Okay, they got I think those might be potatoes, and they got no, actually those aren't potatoes. They got apples and Cabbages, beans, and... Nope. They've done their homework. No tomatoes and no potatoes. Traditional European vegetable chef. Sourced from the finest fields. Grown with love.
It was good, honest work building the aqueduct.
When we had proper leaders and proper trades. Not just selling our blades and our bodies.
Still love how Europeans love the fruits and veggies from the Americas so much that they incorporated it into their fantasy world. Well, I doubt they put that kind of thought into it. They just like, yeah, let's just render these. Like, it's not exactly a detail most people are going to even know about or notice. Martha Brooks, no sharps. No sharps? Following cheatery will be repaid with a swift boot to the arse. Muckin', stackin', packin', peekin', palmin', foistin', fingering. What kind of establishment have I walked into? This is some good localization though, by the way. Cheatery? Yo, and your cheatery. On dressing greens of Yarshilgren. Remember that one, Chad? That old, Yarshilgren. I don't want to do that again. Never down raw, less bitter juices inspire violent retching and loose bowels. Avoid the fry pan, lest foul stink taint the iron, rendering it none better than slag. By no means put to stew, lest the vapors overexcite stabled bows. I have no idea what that means. If suffer the fodder, one must first mix with 9 parts Drake's mint, 6 parts lemon pill, or 3 parts ginger root, and soak in honeyed wine for a quarter moon to lessen malodor. Someone needs to like write like a very English cookbook where they use all these terms that most people are not gonna be able to like, what the fuck? What does this want me to do? I don't know how I'd feel getting my water from a crystal. Like, I get some actual natural water now that's crystallized. Especially one that she puts right back into her pocket afterward.
Excuse me. Would you happen to be the landlady?
Depends who's asking, and why they have an Imperial bearer with them.
For protection, which hopefully won't be needed. If you can advise me on the safest route to the west.
It's your friend here I'd be worried about. Bearers don't have an easy time of it in Rose area. Even a Stratton lad like him might attract the wrong kind of attention. And if he gets nabbed, it ain't likely to end well for you either.
Then we'll just have to stay out of the malicious way. Gav said you might be able to help us.
Follow me. Sorry for before. Can't be too wary of strangers asking questions in our game. I'm Martha, an old friend of Sid's. He said he had high hopes for a bearer who joined recently. I expect that's you. So, where is it you're headed?
For Phoenix Gate. We have questions that need answering.
Is that so? Well, if you want to avoid the garrison, the road through Eastpool's your best bet.
Oh, they real bit. Wait, wasn't that bridge busted a minute ago?
A right bloomin' nuisance it is. We've had no trade with the village for
Okay,
weeks.
never mind. I just didn't see all of it.
I did ask our carpenter to take a look at it, but he went out on another job, and he hasn't come back.
Do you think something might have happened to him?
Fingers crossed.
No,
he's
he was at the
taking his
brothel.
time. The alternative don't bear thinking about.
We'll find him. And make sure he's safe. We both need that bridge repaired. Your carpenter sounds like the man to do it.
It didn't look like that big of a
See why
gap. I
Sid's
think
got
we
such
could
a
probably
soft
jump
spot
over
for
it.
you. If you could, I'd be in your debt.
You said that he went out on a job?
Right. He went down into the marshes to check on another bridge. The one by the Fallen Gate.
The marshes were dangerous at the best of times. We should hurry.
There's a ladder to the side of the gate. That's the quickest way down, if you've a head for heights. His name is Bernard. Should you find him well, tell him Martha sent you, and that he's wanted at the bridge to Eastpool.
Okay. All right, chat. Rate my performance in that cutscene. How'd I do?
Let's find that ladder.
Excellent cutscene gameplay, chat. Dartigan. You did well. You didn't speak once. Exactly what I expect of my streamer.
We should think about pressing on.
All right. Just let me...
Did I? 4 out of 5 performance. Strong 4. Could have used more silence. Oh wait, he's down here. Good thing I've already cleared this place out.
Here's the gate. And that must be the ladder. And when's that gonna be?
More lifeless gestures from the NPC. Oh, I was talking specifically about my performance, not him. Oh. I like that you can clearly see this man is in trouble from the town and no one gives a shit. Like, oh yeah, I don't know what happened to the poor Claude. He just went out somewhere and he's like, he's visible. And he should be screaming for help right now. He's like, you know, I'll be silent. I'm sure someone will notice me eventually. Before I get eaten by these crabs. No need to scream. Oh, now he's screaming.
What was that?
It came from under the bridge. Come on.
There he is.
Hold on, we're coming.
Potatoes, what was brought from by the Spaniards who colonized South America in the 1600s. Changed the nation, the state of Europe, you know, all that South American food. Or the South American vegetables, anyways.
Not at all. You're Bernard the carpenter, yes?
I kind of like, you know, everyone talks about how they use a time machine. I would actually like to use a time machine to go back and like watch Europeans as they experience like, you know, all the good food that they didn't have because of all the not having any of the vegetables they needed. Just to see them just like their eyes like get wide, like you believe this shit? Food can taste like this?
When you did, I'd have been snipped into strips by now.
What do you call this? This bell pepper?
Why, I best go and give my regards to the
Now that's the
landlady
true
then,
history,
eh?
chat.
Actually, she asked that if we found you, we should beg you make haste to repair the bridge to Eastpool.
Just watching like they arrive in like the Americas and find out, oh, there's more than just like wheat and barley.
Head up there straight away.
Spread diseases. Hey, I'm clean. I've never even had COVID, man. I'm a perfectly safe time traveler.
The trusses are still sturdy. It's just a matter of replacing the stringers and relining the deck. I'll have it done in no time.
Thank you, Bernard. We were hoping to take the road to Eastpool ourselves. We're very grateful for your help. And sorry for asking this of you after what you've been through.
I owe you my life. Fixing a bridge is the least I can do. Thank you, my lady. And you too, son. You're with Sid, ain't ya? Me and him, we go way back. Not as far as Martha, mind, but far enough.
I see.
Well, I best get cracking then. You go and let Martha know I'm all right, and she'll have her bridge back soon enough.
We will.
The bridge will be fixed when it's fixed, right?
Look, traveling back in time. Chad, what would you want to use your time travel ability? This is a conversation starter, but what would you use your time travel ticket for? You gotta have something on the bucket list, right?
It was good, honest.
See me using my future knowledge to leverage a brothel. What would my future knowledge help me with, like with a brothel? Hey, Baseclef, woo, 76 months. Goddamn, you're racking up those points. Racking them up.
Ah, you're back. What happened? Did you find Bernard?
We did. He's fine, and he'll have the bridge to Eastpool repaired soon.
Well, thank the Founder for that.
It was lucky we found him when
Now
we
this
did.
game, I was thinking about trying the
creatures out
demo.
there are not to be trifled with.
I like it. So yeah, demo is a good place to start if you want to see if you want to buy it.
So they come down here hunting for food. He can't keep going out alone. I'll have to arrange a guard.
Seems like
for
it. I'm wondering eventually if it'll outstay its
anyway,
welcome, because it
thank
might be a little bit long though.
I don't have a lot to offer in return, but you're welcome to rest here until the repairs are finished.
We'd be delighted.
You go back in time and tell your 24-year-old self to get diagnosed with schizophrenia so I could avoid all that bullshit that ensued from not being medicated. Well, I mean, I guess that's a good use of it, yeah. Can't deny it. And that would definitely help.
Can I get you a drink or anything while you wait? Flagon of Imperial Gold, perhaps? Tastes like swill, but it'll slake a thirst.
No, thank you. I prefer the truth.
Not so much the truth here, lad.
Around here.
Yes. There were more of them when we were young. Far more.
Is this the Empire's doing? Have they been sent away?
They have, aye. Either to the legions or
Go back to the Celtic times of Ireland, see my
Seems the miners
ancestors.
at Drake's
Pretty
Head are
curious.
having
You
a
got
hard
like
time keeping
you
up
know
with
how
demand
far
of
back
late.
it goes, and like the
So the bearers
done a
make up the
23andMe
shortfall.
maybe.
Time was they used to dole out crystals like sugar plums even down here in the provinces, but not anymore.
Isn't like the Celtic times? That's like a very long time ago,
They'll
right?
jump at any excuse to confiscate our bearers so they can be put
It's
to
like
work
pre-Roman
elsewhere.
occupation of the Isles, I think, isn't it?
I always knew the Empire treated their branded like shit, but after seeing it with my own eyes,
You traced it way that far back. Okay, that is impressive then.
Ah, Thea! Congratulations on the new arrival. And you got the little laddie with you?
It was a bearer. The boy I carried for 9 long moons. A bloody bearer.
Oh, you poor thing. You gave it to the constables then?
Just left it at the garrison, aye. Let them deal with it. Couldn't wait to be rid of the blasted thing. Been wanting it gone since the moment I found out.
Well, it's all dealt with now. So no harm done, eh?
Mum, he weren't my brother, was he?
No.
Damn, that's harsh.
But you'll have one soon enough. You just have to be patient. All right?
All right.
unbelievable, innit? Bearers may have been looked down on back in Archduke Elwin's day, but they were still human beings. Now they've fallen so far, a beggar wouldn't spit on them.
Go back in time, you'd tell your younger self not to give up the hope of living?
Since
Are you
you're
okay?
not drinking, do me a favor and take that
I like to think
Abbey.
you're just like, you know, making
There's a
some
darkness,
self-deprecating
part
humor,
of this
but
world,
just in case you aren't.
and I'd have you see it.
And we'll see it at an abbey.
Glademond Abbey, on the shore of Sorrowise Bay. The abbot there is a friend. Tell him Martha sent you, and he'll show you what I mean.
Understood.
Apparently everyone wants to use their time travel for mental health. You're not as much as you like to say so. Have you figured out a plan to work on that then? Because yeah, fortunately we can't make the time travel thing help you happen to help you out with it. So you gotta get realistic. Figure out what is causing you to be unhappy. Yet. Pretty sure it's actually like physically impossible to like travel through time. Or at least any direction but forward, but
Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there, son. Turnips.
yeah, just the word yet, you know, give it 1,000 years, who knows. Have another motive. If I got diagnosed at 24, I would still be physically in terrific shape today. Well, the good news for you is, if you're not in physical good shape right now, you can still get into it. It's never too late to get into good shape. It's always possible, no matter how far you've slept. Wait, was I supposed to go across the bridge over there?
I knew that children were tested, that a bearer's fate was decided at birth.
And assumed it was best for all concerned.
Wait, okay, I guess we can't. Yeah, we just go. Okay. To the Aber then.
But for a child to be blamed, to be hated by its parents through no fault of its own.
We knew nothing of what it meant to be born that way, did we?
No, we were spoiled rich kids. Alright, looks like we got another big area to clear out of wildlife. The megalo crab, now that's a name.
Stay down!
They'll join this world when we can discuss Squall's face gets a hole. Still did. What is it? Squall's face gets a hole. You mean his scar? I'm a little confused by that, but I agree with the first part of your sentiment. There's still love in this world, chat, and you can find it. Well, in the time compression thing at the end, he had a hole in his face? I don't recall that. There's a clip where his face implodes on itself. Oh, yeah, I don't remember the so specific imagery from the ending time compression stuff, other than him like walking through like the desert. Adamantine. Isn't this the turtle from Elden Ring?
Give them all you've got, boy.
Here's a more lighthearted answer. If I had time travel, I'd go back and meet Marcus Aurelius and learn the basic Stoic form, the man. Go back and feed Socrates a bloomin' onion. Why? I mean, it's random. I'm sure he'd like it. Because I don't think they had onions in Greece. But you know what? I thought you were going to say, like, stop him from, like, killing himself. Hey, don't do it, Socrates. Don't drink the hemlock. You know what I would do, chat? I'd go back. I'd go back and make sure I'm the one writing that, complaint about the copper to El Nassad. That was me. It was me, chat. I was the first carrot to be a part of true history. Go back to the Babylonian days. Write the first complaint to a manager. That still is wild that we have, like, the record of, like, one of the very first civilization, like, business complaints. And, like, a receipt for. Rank it because he believed it is civic duty. Yeah, we need to convince him otherwise, though. Go back in time and make the first pizza. I wonder... I guess that would have been after, like, they got to the Americas and got tomatoes, right? Can't really make pizza without tomato. Also, you need a cheese. I mean, but they've had cheese for a while. Pizza is an American dish. I mean, the ingredients, the key ingredient for it definitely came from here, but I think it was, like, originally made over there in Italy. Perfected by the town. Okay, I disagree. I think it's perfected by in the States. We're the ones who made it worldwide popular, not the Italians. Like, everyone wouldn't, like, know and love pizza if it wasn't for the good old US of A. This pizza was created in 1997. 1997, the year of the first pizza, of course. I believe was even mentioned in the Iliad. The Iliad, really. East Coast pizza, what's up? I mean, that'd just be like New York pizza, right? At some point, I need to actually make my way to New York to have New York pizza so I can actually, compare it to my own. See how, like, far away from it I actually am. Jersey and New York. I imagine there's a lot of crossover for their pizza. Thing is, I don't even live that far away from New Jersey. It's like a day's drive, I think. Oh, no, probably a bit more. Can I kill the chocobo? Oh shit, you can actually kill the chocobos. Are you for real? Chat, this is unprecedented. I don't think that's ever... I've never experienced that with a kill... Oh. I don't have any green, so what am I supposed to do? The game gives me no choice. What was I to do, Chad? I had to kill them. You're a monster. I know. And I've already accepted I'll be burning in hell for that. But the game gave me no choice.
That's enough.
Good. Fucking game. What'd the fucking game do? Laughing my ass. Correction, the first pizza was mentioned in the Aeneid when you arrive at a place so tired and hungry that you eat your tables. You will know you have reached your promised land. Aeneid 124, 127. Did they even have... They haven't, like, gotten tomatoes yet, though, right? Hold on a second, chat. Oh, fact checks. I gotcha. Been fact checked in real time, chat. I just needed meat, cheese, and dough. I feel without, I don't know, obviously you can make a pizza out of anything. But if we're talking about the true first pizza, then I feel it needs to be like what we think of as a pizza with like tomato and cheese and, you know, dough. Because I'm sure they've been putting like, you know, stuff on like flatbread for a very, very long time. Good evening, Bailiff. What's up, man? How you doing? It's starting to take a while to level up in this game, chat. Maybe that's these beasts don't give me much experience. These beasts. So I'm getting a lot of crafting supplies, so that's well, you know, important as well. Can you die? I know you're big, but Jesus.
Not this time.
Am I being called a monster for killing the big wildebeest now? Just the chocobos. Look, like I said, what was my option? They attacked me first. You need to give me another option if the game is it. That's right, Jay. You. PETA's crying. I've said many times, fuck PETA. Only good PETA is the bread, not the organization. What happened to that bird lady? Bird lady. Plus when we have the chocobos or terror birds, then those fuck... You mean the cassowaries? The cassowaries are kind of creepy whenever you, like, see the videos of them, because they seem like they're very, very curious about you always. They just, like, slowly walk toward you, and if they actually wanted to kill you, they could. Who's your lady friend? This is the... basically the person with the power of Shiva. Or Shiva, I think. And she was our childhood friend at the beginning of the game. Talon's a one-shot. They think they can like disembowel you, yeah. Oh, I forgot to grab that item over there. Oh well. There's also another big bird that it's not nearly as dangerous, but it looks mean as hell, and it like can like clatter its gigantic beak together and sound like a machine gun going off. I forget its name though. This is now a bird chat. We talk about birds here. Shoe build, I think that might be it actually. Yeah, they have like a massive chunkin beak. And they look like they would just like kill you without even like giving a slight second thought. Have you seen the pictures of ancient terror birds with the big beaks? Ancient terror birds? You mean like, cryptids, or do you mean actual big birds that once existed? I don't think I have. You lurk and work, and then you twerk. But hopefully whatever you're working on, you get it done. Putting those hours in. Hopefully it's, not too difficult. I'm assuming it's probably like recording another like what is it? Audition tape. Seems like it's what you gotta do all the time. You're gonna work out. Oh, so it's an actual workout. Exercise even. Leg day, I believe it's probably yoga with her. But then, maybe yoga has leg days. No off yoga day? Oh, so different exercise. Dart knows his lucky lore. Well, chat, if you were as productive a member of chat as her, I would know a lot about you. I kid. I actually know a decent amount about a lot of people who chat here regularly. I'm like Facebook, but less creepy. Yeah, I know your IP code. Okay, that would make me like a Facebook level creepy. What did I just say? What are your two favorite? All people chat. All of my chat's favorite game is Persona 5. That's why they bring it up so goddamn much. Oh, chat, looks like I gotta kill more chocobos. Sucks to be them. Favorite actor is Steven Seagal. I know this. I've tried to, like, turn everyone away from it, but they just won't listen to me. I don't know why I have to say this, but please don't post your IP address. Yeah, it's not a great idea. Or, in fact, don't post any number that is important to you. For instance, I refuse to write the number 22 because, it's important. I think chocobos taste good. They look like they got a lot of meat on them. So weird they decided to make chocobos actual enemies. By your lucky number, that changes, you know? You never just have a lucky number be static.
There's the Abbey. What darkness awaits us within, I wonder.
Oh.
Let's go and see.
See chocobos being a problem like emu. Wait, so you mean like we're doing the Australian like emu war? That's what's going on here. You know what? A new lore, chat. Chocobos are like emus, and Australia will lose a battle to them. Chocobos can glide too, so they're even, well, they can technically fly. They're golden. I'm not sure how canon that lore is across the entire series though. Some of them can run across mountains, some of them can walk on water. Some of them have like weird ass metal tracks that accompany them for no real reason. Ride on my chocobo! I still listen to that song from time to time, you know. The only thing that's memorable about, you know, part 2 of, you know, the Final Fantasy 13 opus. Alright. We actually had birds that looked almost exactly like chocobos here in the past. Big, yellow, and rideable. 13.2 had chocobos as an enemy too, I think. I don't remember. I just remember that you had like when you rode on a chocobo, it played rock music.
Good day to you. I'm afraid the Abbey is not open for public prayer. May Griga go with you?
We came to offer a donation. From Martha.
I see. Then please, follow me.
People have ever eaten chocobos before, most certainly.
I don't want to die. Please, Father. Something for the pain. I beg you. The light. It fades. I don't want to die alone.
It's all right. I'm here.
Who are these people?
Martha's bearers. She entrusted them to my care, that I might ease their suffering. To the extent that I can. For the time they have left.
The curse has taken them. All of them.
as it does every bearer forced to use their gift. With each draw on the ether, their bodies petrify, till all that remains is stone and pain, and so they are cast aside. There is nothing either Martha or I can do to change that, but we can at least strive to make their final hours a little more bearable.
Alright, so if you're a bearer, you get magic, but you eventually be petrified. Alright, that's pretty fucked up.
Have faith, my son, for you shall rise again, and find the happiness denied you in this life.
Thank you, Father.
Tell me if you see a Radio Shack. Sorry, someone in chat said that's a lot of nuts, so I had to follow up with a different Kung Pao quote.
I must offer you my own thanks for the medicine you so kindly brought. Now, their final moments may be moments of peace.
Was that gonna happen to me since I'm a bearer?
When next you see Martha, pray tell her that 2 more have succumbed.
You know, that's not too different from like turning into a crystal in your 13 because of your focus. You both get a tattoo that fucks you up.
We should get back to Martha's Rest.
Yes, we should.
What back to Martha? I want to go back in there. I'm gonna be items. FF1 is where not. Is that your favorite?
Be strong.
I mean, if you like it, you like it. I don't think I would enjoy it that much. What, pray tell, was a southern thing to say? A lot of people use southern language, Chad. Like, a lot of people who aren't even southern will say y'all these days. It's penetrated that deep into the cultural lexicon.
Thank you for bringing us the physic. Would that we were not so reliant on Martha's kindness. But I fear
FF5 is underrated. FF5, when I know of it, has good stuff in it, but it also is a bit messy here and there.
God that is not their own.
It mainly just has a really cool boss. X-Death has a really nice design with all his weird-ass spunky armor. And what his backstory is. How did you two get in here before me? I thought you were like regular NPCs. Class system was really fun to mix and match the job system, you mean? I would say that X-Death is probably like the first truly really good villain it had. Before that, FF villains were weird. Final Fantasy villains were weird. They were either like introduced at the very end, and you didn't really have much time to get to know them, or they were just kind of like meh. Like, who the fuck was Zeramus again? Just some dude who hated, he's a wizard. And you had, what about that void darkness lady who just shows up then, like, yeah, you fight me now. And you have, like, the Emperor and then Garland. So yeah, I'd say X-Death was, like, the first proper, like, set the tone for a lot of villains to come. Was he actually called X-Death in the Japanese version? I always wonder if that was, like, how they decided to, like, go with it for the, international release. Like, oh yeah, he's X-Death. So you said S-Death, the ice mommy from Kill the Kill. No, X-Death. That's a weird name, I know, but it's what he was like, you called the villain of FF5. He was like a tree guy in a suit of armor. All enemies respawn? They didn't respawn, did they? They might have. In the American version of FF5, the main character's name was Bartz, but in Japanese it was Butts. Yeah, I know, I've actually heard about that one before. Alright, let's kill this fucking turtle.
How tall are you?
Anyone here played FFBE? What is that? I'm not familiar with it. Brave Exodus? That's one of the mobile games, right? Is that the one with the really, like, gay-looking main character? Even more so than Vaughn. Final Fantasy has way too many spin-offs. There's also that Crystal Chronicles game that was on GameCube I never played. Also, hi, what's up, Jordan? How you doing? Night, everyone. Garrus, have a good night, man. Thanks for sticking with us for like, wow, it's actually almost 11:30. Jesus, I didn't know it was that late. I honestly thought I had like another hour of streaming left. I guess I just spent way a lot of time killing animals tonight.
It's over.
Got a lot of crabs in this here part of the world. Always a good time. It's always a good time to have you, Garrus, by the way. Look at me being a proper host.
There's a good boy.
These fantasy worlds just cure STDs with curage. They don't go in that direction. There are no STDs. It's always like a fantasy disease. It's like light, the curse, or like this one where you get petrified. STDs just don't exist because, you know what? Why would you want to ruin the fun Neo concept? Yeah, it's always the miasma, the miasma. And you can't fuck a cloud. Believe me, I've tried. But yeah, a lot of fantasy stories. Well, there are some fantasy stories I've read that actually do include all the the worst, dirtiest parts of like living in a world where you don't have modern pharmaceuticals. But they're few and far between.
Wish I had a bow to call my
This is why I laugh when someone dies in a Final Fantasy game. There's been plenty of people dying in this one. Trust me, this is the one where like, you know what? People are just gonna die in this game. A lot of people.
Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there, son.
It was good, honest.
Ah, you're back. Thanks for taking care of that.
Elder Scrolls is the only game that
Yeah, but
depicts
had a
that kind of
message for
stuff. I don't remember any STDs in
2 more of
Elder
Succumbed.
Scrolls. There's diseases you could
see.
catch, but not usually just from like fighting.
Come upstairs. So, now you know, eh?
I've seen plenty of bearers die on the battlefield. But never like that.
And all because they were born different. The powers that be can't take away their gift, so they strip them of their humanity instead. Oh, there's plenty who pity a bearer's plight. But so long as we're content to sit around, weeping for those on whose broken backs we're carried, we ain't gonna change nothing.
And so you lend Sid your strength.
What little of it I have. Used profits from this place to buy the poor buggers.
So when the abbot told us the bearers were yours...
Aye, they're my property, at least by law. Any still fit to work fetch a price beyond my means. All I can do is care for those who are past mending.
Gonna bounce. Hey, Garland, have a good night,
It's
man.
not all doom and gloom. Bernard's finished fixing that bridge for you. You can carry on to Eastpool now. You got questions that need answering, ain't you? Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you, Martha.
Oh, I almost forgot. Sid and I have other friends in Rosaria. Wear this and they'll know you for one of us.
Seal. Slumbering chocobo.
And know that you will always be welcome here. You were right, Sid. It really is them. Lord Rosfield and Lady Warwick have come back to us. And long may they stay.
She knew, chat. She waited till my back was turned to bow, though. Steel silk. Okay. Bloody hide, Gilboy. Okay. My new favorite thing to do, chat. Pop my wrist. I don't know why. But, I don't know, maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't. But I've been doing it ever since I sprained it the other day. Stop doing that? No, it's fun. It's enjoyable. It makes a satisfying, sound. All I have to do is like squeeze and that's it. It's not even like I'm bending it. Oh, do we finally get it right, Chocobo?
Sid.
Ah, Clive. You're not where I left you.
Hurt your hand.
Oh,
did
he's
I?
petrifying.
With 1,000 little lightning bolts. Can't fling them around the way I used to.
I think Sid's
of it
gonna die in
as
the course of this game,
my
chat.
decoration for long service and exemplary misconduct.
No wonder he smokes. He's gonna die of being turned into a statue. Seems like you want to hurt yourself even more? No, that's not what I'm doing, because it doesn't hurt. In fact, it feels good.
But you didn't come
Relieving
here to
pressure.
compare war wounds.
We didn't.
Thank you, Sid. For everything.
you want to leave, that's your lookout. I'm sure you'll have a long and happy life together if you stay out of my way.
Sid!
Oh. I knew a girl back in the day. She was a slave to her fate.
Stop doing. All I'm doing is squeezing my wrist and putting pressure on it, which is what you do to a wound or an injury.
I wanted to save her. For a while, I even thought I could.
What I do with my wrist? I
Just 'cause you
sprained it
think
the other day.
something doesn't make it true.
Sid.
I'm no savior. Just a conceited old fool. I talk about people forging their own
This man
futures.
calls himself old, by the way.
Instead of handing them the hammer, I beat them with my own. And if no bugger wants to listen to what you've got to
Officially,
say,
Japanese developers have no concept of what old looks like.
but Clive, I will say this. You're not a monster. You're the same man you've always been. Accept that, and you may yet escape your fate.
My fate.
Look, lad, you've had a hard life. And I don't see it getting much easier. You might not be able to save anyone else, but at the very least,
Looks
you
good.
can save yourself.
Yeah, this is a good game.
I'll try.
It would be feel better if you break a thermometer in your head. I have not seen a mercury thermometer in a
Sorry
long
we didn't get a
time, so
chance to talk, but I trust
fortunately
you
that
took
joke won't
care of
work.
the boy.
Yes, I will.
I don't think they even make those anymore, do they?
Is that the last of it?
Aye.
We best head back then.
Oh, these
Doesn't want to
chocobos aren't
keep
for me.
that, mate.
Shit.
Ta-ra then.
Holding on. Alright, we got a little bit of time left. We can see what's over in this new land.
The bridge to Eastpool's men.
I hear the levies are due to go up again.
Ah, the slumbering chocobo. Welcome to the Brotherhood. You're free to come and go
Yeah,
as
Chad, if I
you
wanted to
please,
play even
even in
more
the north,
European
now the
RPG,
bridge
I
is
could play
fixed.
that, the name of it. Shit. It was on the tip of my tongue. Like, the main character's name is Inray. Shit. First person, kind of like janky combat. Liza P? No, that's not that. I already played that. Or at least a demo of that. Shit, it came out a couple of years ago. It's got a really awkward name to remember.
Don't you worry about them boards. I use good solid lumber. It's the base on the other side you want to be careful of.
Oh well, whatever. This conversation is now dead because I
Martha said
couldn't
the
remember my
blight
own
spread
point.
even further south, pushing yet more monsters down with it. I dare say we'll be seeing a few along the way.
Kingdom
Then
Come
we
to
shall have
Thank
to
You,
keep our
that one.
wits about us.
That's probably the most European RPGs you can get. Even more so than The Witcher. Alright, I guess we got enough time to finish up this entire place. Because we're, well, besides whatever's down here. Yeah, the thing is, I weirdly bought that game when it came out for like the full price, and I've never played it. Because it wouldn't run on my computer back then. Hey everyone, Inrace come to save us. Is that a line from it? You know what I forgot to do this entire night, chat? Level up my ability. Haven't done it once. I've got 3,000 ability points up instead of gone. Oh boy. Okay, we can grab this. Flames of Rebirth. Alright. Well, you can upgrade. I'm just now realizing you can upgrade these abilities. Or I guess only those abilities up there, not these ones down here. Oh no, I can upgrade some shit. I could have been up. Oh god, no wonder it's taking me a while to kill enemies. That's very expensive. Yes, please. Alright, what about over here? We need to get, let's see, upgrade. Rook's Gambit. Jump back, then deliver. Yeah, we'll learn that. Alright. At least this wheel is pretty much done now. What was the medieval game you played with the Game Wins guy? Oh, that was, Chivalry. Chivalry 2, to be specific. Only ever played it the one time, though, so maybe it wasn't real worth buying. Okay, there went all my points, but it was worth. Tonight was a leveling stream. Take it that way.
This time.
Audio seems delayed for you guys. Wait, audio delayed? I haven't dropped any frames, but we had other problems with OBS earlier today. How delayed are we talking here?
Toggle. Not this time.
1 second? Okay, it's not worth fixing right now.
My wounds, boy.
But has it been there all night, or just happened started like you're noticing it now? Because no one's mentioned it before. But we're almost done for the night, so it's alright. But sorry about that if it's been going on all night. But the only thing I can probably do to fix it, though, is just like restart a stream. As evidence from earlier. So, Chad, you've all been asking me on this game. What are your thoughts of it after seeing me play for 3 nights? Does it interest you? I mean, a lot of you have seen me play a lot of Final Fantasy games too, right? At this point? So some of you, even the ones who haven't played Final Fantasy, should have like a pretty good experience with the series overall by now. Blue Joshua says 100 out of 10. This is a man who rates things fairly.
That's it. You're too slow.
Done with new consoles, it's just too much to keep up with, so while the game looks good, I don't know if I'll pick up this game, so you don't want to buy a like I said, I would not recommend getting a console for any one single game. That ain't worth it usually. I've made that mistake in the past. Didn't I get a new ability with that green stuff? Yeah, this thing, jump back. How do you use it though? Jump back, then deliver a punishing counter if you the jump of it, so you just hit the jump button? Or is it just like tied to your counter when you're in that mode? Also, how do I use this? Summon a massive pillar of fire that burns all enemies caught within the flames. Astral pours his HP. Yeah, well, I guess I gotta like set them, and oh, okay, I probably gotta set them, don't I? Yeah, okay. I'm not really feeling Wicked Will. We'll try out Rook's Gambit. Game just not coming to Xbox, or it will definitely not come to Xbox, but PC, yes. Square Enix doesn't really care about the Xbox, and it's pretty, I mean, I don't blame them. The Xbox doesn't really sell in Japan at all, so they would probably not bother bringing it there. Oh, but that has a long cooldown. Yep, that's a long cooldown move. Okay. Needed to be learned.
Stay down.
Come on PC in 1 year or two. Apparently it's supposedly coming before that. It's mainly like they're not like contractually obligated to keep it only on PlayStation, I think. So they can bring it to PC anytime they want. They just didn't have it technically ready, I don't believe. However, I will stipulate, given that Square Enix, they'll probably take an Epic deal and release it on Epic Store first, just like they did with FF7. don't even think Microsoft cares about the Xbox. Literally, actually, in like with all their current legal stuff Microsoft is going through to buy Activision, they said they admitted that they've been losing the console war ever since their first console, and that they largely only care about software anymore, not hardware. I mean, I can't say that that's wrong. I mean, they've clearly have been fucking up for a while. The Xbox 360 was like the only time they ever had a good run of it. And even then, toward the end of it, PS3 still managed to beat them. I don't know if that's just because of bad decision making or just how ingrained sometimes culturally buying a console can be. It's weird how that is, and it's like a person's, you know, I'm gonna buy this one product. Hey, Caribou, have a good night, man. You're on here? Oh, that looks possibly dangerous. Let's save first. Whoops, I didn't mean to create that many save files.
No holding back.
What am I doing? I'm fucking up is what I'm doing. Glad to see that we've gotten to play plenty of PS exclusive games ported to PC though. Yeah, I wish they wouldn't take as long. I mean, it'd be nice if I didn't need to buy a PlayStation, just like I don't need to buy an Xbox, to be honest with you. But that's probably the reason Sony will always like put a year to 2 year gap between the releases of their stuff on PC. I'm gonna get a big guy to fight. I'm out of a lot of push.
It's the same as the one back at the hideaway. Doesn't seem to be working, though.
You there! Over here! Excuse me, I'll use that blade of yours. Ugh, curse my luck. I'm branded. No time to haggle with whoever holds your leash. Wait. That's the slumbering chocobo you're wearing. You and the Marfors, are you? Good. She won't begrudge me the use of you, then. Well, there's wolves about. We tried dealing with them ourselves. Made out bait, think we might swoop in and slaughter the lot. But we didn't expect the pack to be quite so bloody big.
I expect the blight drove them here. They must have fled their homes for greener pastures.
We'd hoped empty bellies might make them easy prey. We'd made them mean instead. Martha's no fool, so she must see something in you. Do us a favor and get rid of them, will you?
Alright then. Considering these side quests are usually like you do go 5 steps away and you find the solution.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. I'd wager the greedy bastards are still over yonder,
See?
finishing off our bait.
Right over there.
When you've seen to every last one of them, go and speak to my friend over the bridge. Bryce, his name is. He'll want to know if it's safe to come across. All right, off you go then.
I like our stare just standing there and judging that man. I'm just gonna look at you for a minute. Make you feel awfully uncomfortable. I guess we'll fight. I don't know if I... Yeah, we don't have much post, so I gotta kill these things with what I got.
You look hungry, all right. Hungry and mean. Now to find this Bryce and let him know the road's safe.
Okay, now we'll go kill the big naked troll guy. The Goblin. As it's sometimes... Actually, I've been noticing everyone's using the word Dewinde these days. Okay, Minotaur. Yeah. I don't have any heals. Dewinde? Yeah, Dewinde. I'm really hoping that I can upgrade the amount of, like, potions I can carry with me, because 4 just ain't cutting it, game. It ain't cutting it. The Portuguese word is basically like a little house gremlin.
A little help.
Too slow.
We winning? Yes. Well, I got no more heals left. I've used them all up, killing everything. That was good.
Wake wins.
Not this time.
How'd your workout go, by the way?
Not this time.
A little help.
Come on.
Oh. And fuck. No, we're not winning. I died. But you get all your health pack, your potions filled back up after a death. Minotaur got beef. I believe it's known as cake. Oh, wow, this is, far back.
Bridge to Eastpool's mended.
I hear the levies at you.
That was a lot of progress lost, actually. I'm not feeling good about that. If that was lost progress, I'm not sure. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe all the enemies are still dead. Still miss the F emote? Damn it, Twitch. Well, we have the Mortis emote now, which I honestly think is better. Mortis has become one of my personal favorites. Okay, not lost progress. All the enemies are dead, and items are still gathered up. Yeah, Twitch, you know, the worry that people use those emotes to spell bad words that circumvent the filter. So no single letter emote, even though I had it on there for years. And no one ever used it for any ill-gotten purposes. Round 2, bitch. So what activities are you doing on vacation? Don't know yet. As many as possible, whatever they are. And as pleasurable as possible. Fun as possible, all the good stuff. Oh fuck. The crabs are here. Like the F mode because I could use it in other channels. It was universal. Well, technically, if you the BBTV emote set that you can also use on Twitch if you have it installed on your browser, has its own F emotes, so it's still usable. Also, I have it on my Franker face set of emotes as well, so it's usable, but only through like those from those extensions for your browser. No, that I guess it just doesn't feel the same, does it? Another bridge on, huh? We can't dare get our leather boots wet by crossing over this. Good job killing it yourself. Alright, one more Minotaur to go, and then we can cross the bridge. Chad, what's your favorite emote of mine that I have? The one you like to use the most? Or the one you just like the design of? Everyone's got one, right? When are you going on vacation? I believe it'll be like starting on the 2nd. So just before July 4th.
This won't be easy.
Maybe you meet your dream girl. I mean, it's a possibility. Who knows? Who are you supposed to watch? I mean, I'll be back, don't worry. Not the enemy chat. In fact, there'll probably still be some streams even while I'm on vacation because I'm not really leaving where I live.
Not this time. That should help.
Give them all you've got, boy.
That move is really good, that counter move. You know what? Combat in this game works really well. It has a nice flow to it. I approve. Like I said, it's a vacation in a way, Chad, but I'm not really leaving where I live, to be honest, so there might be a few streams thrown in just for the hell of it. Here and there. But not every day, for like, for a week or so. That being said, I will have this game finished up before, that happens. Got plenty of time for that. We got over here. Oh, okay, no enemies. Good. I've done enough fighting tonight. I'm assuming the audio is still decent for you guys over there, somewhat. I think we got a cutscene coming up. Only get the 3rd and 4th off, but it will be so good. You know what? You gotta relax, you know. Going on vacation too, July 2nd to 5th down South Alabama, going to a casino for the first time. You're gonna lose money. Well, I hope you make it big. Maybe you win some stuff.
You, Bryce?
What's it to you, Bearer?
I didn't even know they had
friend asked me to get rid of the wolves,
casinos in Alabama.
So I got rid of the wolves.
You'd have me believe a single bearer slew the
I thought like all the gambling was usually located in like Las Vegas and Indian reservations.
bridge. Bugger me, you're a tough one, aren't you? Oh, Frederick! You wily bastard. I'd never thought to pit beast against beast like that. You served us well, Bearer. Be sure to pass our thanks to your master.
God, I hope the side quests get at least a little bit better in the game. I guess they're just like, hey, this is a way of getting more crafting materials. That's all you need them for.
Look, the windmills. That must be Eastpool.
Yeah, yep. Ready to get forklift certified? How much does that pay?
It's over.
You're basically ready to become that character from Shenmue is what you're... But I don't think he ever got certified. I think he just got the job. I don't think he even had a driver's license. He's like, you know what? I'm ready to, like, there are no sailors around. Time to, like, drive forklift. Kind of weird question, but is it surprising to you that the Callisto Protocol Sin vid has more views than Dead Space Remake vid? For me it was, since I expected Dead Space R to do better. I don't know. It can be weird to guess which video will do better than other. There was a lot more controversy, and after Callisto Protocol flopped, and people were like looking for reasons why it flopped. So that, and when you have a video called "Everything Wrong With," that might lead more people to go watch that than something they know is good. And like I said, it can vary. I've had videos that I thought would do really well before do underperform, and videos I thought no one would watch get watched like a lot. So it can be any number of reasons. I've long since stopped trying to make sense of how it works.
When I was young, Rosaria seemed a very different place back then.
Reddit really loved your Last of Us 2 video. Reddit did? I didn't know any of my videos ever got onto Reddit, but think about my Last of Us 2 video. It got demonetized by YouTube like right after it came out, and it was on track to be like my best performing video ever, because it got like 100,000 views in like the first 24 hours. And it's still like the record holder for like first 24 hour at best. But then YouTube like, oh, this is not safe for ads because you have a still frame of a censored image of what would have been breasts had you showed them. But recently I got monetization back on it, so I think it's actually gone up in views again because it's now monetized, because that's how YouTube fucking works. Instance Resident Evil 4 Remake has even better numbers. Yeah, Resident Evil always does well on my channel. There's a lot of people who watch my stuff because they've seen previous Resident Evil videos. So I can usually count on a Resident Evil video to do well. You remember that? Yeah, they changed their guidelines, so censored breasts are now, you can now have censored breasts where you like blot them out and it's no longer a big deal. So I got the monetization back on it. There's only a few videos of mine that are actually demonetized, or like not like, weirdly both the Wolfenstein videos are demonetized because I guess too much violence. That Strangers of Paradise video of mine, because there's blood in the opening CG cutscene, and I forgot I didn't think about that. And Devil May Cry 5 because there's like a booty shot, well, a censored booty shot because there's like light over it, but I guess that wasn't enough censoring. Literal nude yoga channels on YouTube. Well, yoga, if you're actually like doing like what's considered like a teaching or educational video, you can actually have nudity in it. So it's a little bit of a loophole. Another fucking wyvern. Eat it. I don't know what it is about this fight, but I've been doing really fucking well, making this look sick as shit. Like, I bodied it that time. Actually showed off how good the combat system can be when you got it going good. So we have conquered this land. I think we've killed everything in it. I was expecting a reward for killing that thing, though. Nothing. Nada. You love booba? Hey, I'm sure there's a club for that somewhere. But what makes you love it, though? You ever think of that? Like, why do I love booba? Because most people will not be like, you know what? I don't know why. I just do. Small part of me between my thighs, and why do? Because, well, that thing doesn't have any thoughts. That's not what likes the booba. That just reacts to it. To the stimuli. It's your brain that likes it.
Quiet, isn't it?
Yes.
You're Clive Rossfield. It's me, Hannah, Rodney Murdoch's wife.
Lady Hannah.
Oh, I knew it was you. You haven't changed at all. The Lord Marquis and Jill too. It's so good to see you both again.
By the way, I think the audio being off is in the game because I'm seeing it too.
You too, Lady Hannah.
If you have time, you simply must come back to the house. I haven't much to offer, but what is mine is yours.
We should be delighted.
Hey, Blue Joshua, damn, another month getting older on this channel. Anyway, it has been great since the Uncharted 2 stream. You've been here that long, Jesus. That feels like forever ago. Get that lady some booba stats. She's just wearing one of those, like, you know, they like compress them with, like, what is it, the girdles? They're there. They're just squished. I think. Maybe I'm making excuses for them.
But oh, to take to the road at such a tender age.
Did you have the same issue on PS5? Yeah, I think I did.
It wasn't easy, but we survived, and...
And now we're back. It's wonderful to see you safe and well, Lady Hannah.
Awkward conversation.
Do you think you will stay here, in Eastpool? Rosalith still enjoys the Mother Crystal's blessing, does it not? You could always move.
This house holds a lot of memories for me. So long as I can live here in peace, here I shall stay. Not that it matters. The capital is closed to civilians, by order of the Duchess. Or should I say, Her Imperial Majesty. Annabella's marriage to the Emperor of Sambrec heralded a great many changes here.
Yes. Of course.
Oh, forgive me. I didn't mean to...
Please. There is nothing to forgive. Would my mother not make an exception for you and your husband? Surely she would not refuse the Lord Commander.
Ah. You haven't heard, then. Rodney passed away on the night of the fire. He never returned from Phoenix Gate.
Well, there's so much we didn't know. Yeah, we killed him too. Time to, like, commit suicide. Oh wow, another, like, drama bomb dropped on this guy.
Clive.
Yeah, we killed your husband, lady. I'm sorry.
My poor child. You look pale. All this traveling must have taken its toll. I insist you rest. We can talk later. Hmm?
You slept in the barn? All right.
Are you sure you don't want to sleep inside?
We had the option.
I can't. Not after what I did.
Lady Hannah said she would prepare a change of clothes for you in the morning. She really has been very kind.
Years of killing. 13 years without the faintest glimmer of hope. It was only Joshua that kept me going. I swore that I would avenge his death. That I would kill his killer. That was the only thing that gave my life any meaning. But if it was me who killed Joshua and Murdoch and all the others, then why the hell am I still breathing?
I ask myself the same. When I fought, hundreds died. There were so many bodies, so many lives cut short in their prime. That day in Dalmekia, I wanted to join them. I wanted it all to end. I couldn't bear it anymore. If living meant being that, better to be just another body.
I'm sorry.
Do you remember that night on the balcony? When we looked up at the moon?
VA went from a side character role to now having numerous game companies knocking at his door after this? Really? What did he do before this? Because yeah, he's doing a really good job with it. God damn. What?
You came back to me. The heavens must have a plan for us. We should get some rest.
Ah, you had a good moment going, you know. Gotta tease it out longer. No rolling in the hay. It's not romantic enough.
Sleep well.
Hello, Ollie. I have no idea what that means. I'm sorry, I don't speak Arabic. But, hail. Hello, how you doing?
Thank you, Lady Anna. Perhaps now people will not flee at the sight of me.
You look just like Elwyn did when he was your age.
How did you come to have some of my father's old clothes?
Give us the Dracula uniform, did you?
Before Elwyn became Archduke.
Thank you.
Our families would often summer together. He and Rodney were like brothers. These clothes have been in a wardrobe for years, collecting cobwebs along with everything else.
This has clearly been maintained. This is leather, lady. You've been oiling this.
I'm very grateful for them. And sorry for depriving you of your memories.
Not at all. It's what your father would have wanted.
It's even tighter in the pants now.
They suit you well. Thank you, Lady Hannah.
Yes, thank you. You've been most kind.
No, I should thank you. It may only have been for a short while, but seeing you again took me back to happier times. Fare you well, my lord and lady.
And you, Lady Hannah.
Well, she even gave us like a brand new
If we
sword.
follow the road to the north, it should take us all the way to Phoenix Gate. Let's go.
I fear that the old road to Phoenix Gate was lost to the Blight many years ago. Have care out there, both of you.
Yeah, we're looking like a Castlevania character now. Yeah, it's fine. It's a good look. I like it. Oof, yeah. That being said, though, I feel like we made some good progress tonight, and that's a good stopping point of any. What do you say, Chad? Feel like stopping there? I do. I'm the one who decides what happens. Holly says, wish they make a remaster of Resident Evil 3, I guess because the remake was not anything. Yeah, well, would have been nice if they just wouldn't have cut out so much stuff. Would have been fine then. But thank you for Google translating that. So, chat, I'll be streaming again tomorrow, I guess, yeah? No reason not to. So, look forward to more of this if you're into it. If not, well, nothing I can do about that. But you've all been wonderful tonight. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully we won't have issues tomorrow with, OBS. But thank you all for joining me. Thank you for any bit subs or gift subs tonight. A lot of that going around here and there, so thank you very much. Thank you to the mod team as always. Excellent job. Also, thank you to everyone in chat for your time and your patience and your jokes and everything else. Yeah, if you're new here, hit the follow button, and you can also join my Discord, all that good stuff. As for me, that's all I got. I will see you tomorrow. Because I gotta get something to drink. The voice is throwing out, Alright, Chad. You have a good night. Peace, everybody.